Sideways. This is issue 13. It's Dan Didio writing with Kenneth Rocafort on the art, and this is the ending question mark to the Sideways story, because they do actually intentionally leave it in a bit of a cliffhanger where it's like,
Yeah.
hey, there's going to be more stuff with this character at some point, somewhere, wherever that may be.
Yep. And this is one of those where I shake my fist and go, Didio, because he's always played for kind of laughs, or to his expense. But he has a good story in him from time to time. And this one, I thought with how up and down this book has been, this hit all the stuff that I really like, from the relationship with Derek and his best friend.
Ernie, yeah.
And
her joking about joining a team.
yeah. And just the fallout with his mom, and the end of last issue, because I got caught up because I missed that one because I had forgot to read it. I totally forgot that his birth mother came in.
Yeah.
And I love that. I can't remember if it was this issue or that issue, trying to speak Spanish to him and then getting mad at
that was
his
this
dad.
Issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't teach him Spanish? How dare you?
Yeah. That's his heritage. Like, he should know. And whatnot. And just, I still have issues with the dad's motivation where he's like, oh, well, no, really, that was, my wife's kid.
He's a horrible dad. Yeah, he's terrible.
I'm just like, you lived with this kid for how long? Like, did you just adopt him last week? Because I don't talk about the cat like that. And we were gifted a cat, but now she's my cat. We've had her for like 6 years. Like, it's crazy. So that's the one off thing for me. But a lot of the threads get tied up. We see Tempest Fuginaut in his little
he's talking
face between
to this mysterious character who seems to have given Derek his powers, and the way this character, who seems to be a woman talking, my implication here is that she is actually his mother from a different universe, specifically the Dark Multiverse, and she had this power, and she gave him the power so that he could go home, because when he was in Gotham, when the Dark Multiverse stuff was happening, he fell into this world, and she didn't want him to stay. She wanted him to get back home, so she gave him the sideways power, if you want to call it that, to go back home. The implication, because she was like, oh, he's like the one I lost, implying that she had a Derek and the Derek died. So I'm like, okay, I'm into this. And then at the end of the issue, when he goes off with Ernie for a date somewhere, his phone, he finally said, I love you, Mum, in the text, because he had all these texts he didn't answer. And we see the phone just say, I love you too. And then it's, what does he call it when he's singing, when he's sidewaysing?
The
rifting.
Riffs.
Yeah, the phone riffs. There's a little rift and the phone disappears. And it's like, okay, so it's probably that version of the mum from the Dark Multiverse, or is it more than that? I don't know, but that's the implication I got.
Yeah, so you also find out that who killed the mom, and it was kind of accidental well, not really accidental, but it wasn't what we thought it was.
Yeah.
With the, with the big company, it was her assistant who was just tired of working for her. And things went bad, and they had to cover it up, and that was a little disappointing too. Like, that felt rushed, because you felt like there could have been more story with that.
I wonder if that's because it get cancelled though. I wonder if there was maybe going to be more to that.
But what I do love, probably my favorite page in this entire issue, is that last page with the phone, because of the way that it's paced out, where he sends the text, and then it says delivered, read, and then you see she's texting, and then her response. And I just thought that was handled so well.
Yeah, it was good. Obviously,
there's maybe a little dusty.
There's the mystery of, like, or not mystery's not the right word, but did Derek kill her? Did he kill the killer? Because he has her on the car over the edge of the cliff, and it looks like he's just going to leave and let her fall to her death. But I'm suspecting that we'll probably find out somehow whenever he pops back
rifted
again
her.
That he didn't. Yeah. So. No, it's because obviously it's a kind of a dark note to leave on, that he got revenge. He murdered this woman by the end of the book. So I would expect that'll be like revealed what he actually did at a later date. So it does say the end question mark. So I think there probably is at least some kind of vague plan to bring him back somewhere.
Yeah.
But where, I don't know. Hope we see him again, because I like him, especially if Ernie comes back with him. I feel like we need that supporting cast to an extent to make it work. I don't know. Does he become part of a Young Justice team? Does he become part of a Teen Titans team? I don't know, but he would fit.
I would love him on the Teen Titans. Him interacting with Damian and just rifting him away.
Not while
when he
Adam
gets
Glass is
upset
still
with him.
writing it though, because I'm not going to read it.
No, I just mean down the line. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Yeah. No, it's really good. Glad I came back to this one too. This is another one that I came back to.
yeah,
Middle Dark Multiverse stuff was kind of weird,
yeah. That Seven
but
Soldiers stuff was the low point
yeah.
of the book.
But the rest of it really good. Like him wanting to deal with the powers, and like that whole thread of him like rifting body parts off.
Yeah, that was so good.
That was real fun. And then the villain that got powers through social media, like people paying attention to him. I thought that was fun. Like, um, but yeah, I don't want Sideways to go away. He's welcome in the DCU.
Yes, you can rift back in some future day. What are you giving the issue, Matt?
I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I really, despite the misses, the way that it kind of tied up Derek's story and the stuff with the mom, it pulled on my heartstrings a little bit. So
I don't know if I can quite go that high. I'm going to go with a 7.5.
mm,
I did feel the rush and the wrap up to the murder mystery element of it,
yeah,
but I did like the emotion stuff with the mom. I liked the intrigue of this mysterious character at the start. And I like that he is going off on a date with Ernie. So if we never see him again, it does feel like he's going down the path of like him and Ernie are going to, be a thing.
yeah.
So it leaves in that hopeful tone there. So I'll take that.